class of it, but they didn't look like world beaters. I mean, they still have Blake Bortles as their quarterback, and I'm sorry. As long as that's the case, I don't think they're a legitimate Super Bowl contender. So I don't know that you separate them that much from the pack. They're going to lose some games, I think. I don't think they're going to run like a crazy 13-3 or 12-4 record out there. Houston did not impress. Obviously, it was against New England. Tennessee looks like a mess. So, I don't know that you can't say the Colts are with a win Sunday, out of the division race by any means, obviously.
Well, we'll certainly have to see what happens there. Real quickly before we wrap it up and put a bowl on it for you, we see Bale out again with contract negotiations in Pittsburgh's. Rumors are flying with a lot of teams, but there's a lot of rumors speculated that Ballard, Reich, and Irsay would like to have a conversation with the Steelers and Bale. If that's the case, one, do they have the money to pay? Will they pay? And third, there's going to be a trade involved with that. Let's consider a deal with Levaney and Bale from the Steelers to the Colts.
I'm not overly opposed to it. He is. If you're going to pay an older running back, he's the type of running back you want to pay. He's a big dude. He's a bruiser. He would seem to fit the mold of what this interior offensive line is, with Slauson or Smith, whoever they put in at right guard, and Kelly at center, and Nelson at left guard, and then you got Costanzo at left tackle. I think you're still kind of searching for a right tackle, but maybe it's good, maybe it's Haig. I don't know at this point, but regardless, he seems to fit what you're doing. And yeah, they've got the Colts have cap space at the ending. They could go sign Tom Brady tomorrow if he was available. I mean, they've got plenty of room. That's not an issue. It's will they? I don't know. They have not shown any inclination to go after a veteran to help this team significantly. I'm talking about a significant veteran. So that will be kind of off the playbook from what we've seen so far. And of course, it comes down to what compensation is too. I don't know if they're looking for a first round pick for Le'Veon Bell. I think they're out of their minds. But if it's a conditional third or maybe a fourth, I'd be inclined to look at it. But I just don't think that they've shown that they're interested in doing that at this point. They've had opportunity to bring in. I mean, they could have done the Khalil Mack trade. And they had the money to do that. That's not an issue, but I don't think they wanted to give up the picks, which I get. But they don't seem to show that inclination to make a big run at that high a profile person. I think that to them, they really weigh out the negatives as well as the positives. So I don't know. I mean, I would be surprised if they went after him.
Matt-Hicks has been joining us, helping us break down the Colts. Obviously, looking at the loss from the Bengals and looking forward to a nasty game on the road in D.C. against the Redskins in some bad weather. Matt, we appreciate you joining us. I know you're kind of all over the place, but you're still find time to join us here on The Balance, and your expert knowledge of the Indianapolis Colts is much appreciated. But where can people find you, follow you, and stalk you, if you will, sir?
Well, I'm on Twitter, and I still occasionally make running commentary during a Colts game at HicksM05. And you never know. I'm around 1070 The Fan in Indianapolis occasionally. Not as much as I used to be, but you never know when the band will get back together and John will have a little pre-team up. We are, contrary to rumor, we are not feuding. We talk quite often still.
No, I know you want. I know you're not. Jersey Johnny's a good guy. I hope you guys can get the band back together. Certainly miss hearing you on a regular basis. But again, glad you were able to jump on and talk some Indianapolis Colts with you. And hopefully you're wrong about the Indianapolis Colts tomorrow, sir.
Hey, listen, I hope I am too. I'd be thrilled to be wrong about this team tomorrow. That'd be great.
All right, Matt. You have yourself a good weekend. We'll talk with you soon.
Hey, take it easy, Tom.
Matt-Hicks, 1070 The Fan, but not really, of Jersey and Johnny's show formerly. He's kind of in between gigs, but certainly keeps up on the Colts, and you can really kind of find him anywhere within the Colts Network radio broadcast. They'll go to him for sound bites. He'll fill in. He'll land on his feet just fine. And I'm glad he squashed that rumor. I didn't want to touch that, but I'm glad he squashed that rumor that him and Jersey Johnny kind of got in a feud. I think it's just business, and that happens sometimes in this world. My name is tom-marquis, Presidente. Standing by in the Balanced Green Room is ed-kracz, beat writer for the Philadelphia Eagles. Will be joining us. He's official NFL contributor. We're going to go around the league and look at week number 2 and week number 3 right here on the Balanced Radio Network. We'll be right back.
The Air National Guard is a reserve component of the United States Air Force and serves alongside active-duty Air Force members in times of a national crisis. In addition, the Air Guard serves the state and local community in a wide range of capacities. The reason people join the Air Guard is as diverse as our members and includes such reasons as a deep desire to serve their country, money for college, travel, new job skills, and the pride that goes along with belonging to the greatest military organization in the world. I joined because I felt a calling to serve my country, but I didn't want to be far away from my family, so the Indiana Air National Guard was a perfect fit for me. With over 95 different career opportunities to choose from and 100% paid college tuition to any state-funded college, why not give us a call? Call 1-800-841-3103 or visit online at goang.com to find out more. Again, that's 1-800-841-3103. The Air National Guard, guarding America, defending freedom.
It's double trouble, double the fun at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. See the largest antelope on Earth, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. There's so much to see and do, including the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals, see live educational shows, feel the excitement. Have your picture taken with a python or cockatoo. Feel the adventure. Shop the Symbol Lodge gift shop with items available from around the globe. Visit the snack bar or picnic facilities. Enjoy a pony or camel ride. Or cheer your favorite porker on to victory in the famous Pork Chop Down. Bring your family to see the rare and exotic animals at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Just take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the sign. Only 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you can save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
All right, and welcome back to the Balance. Thanks to Matt-hicks for joining us and helping us break down the Indianapolis Colts Week 1 against the Bengals and Week 2 against the Redskins in D.C. Going to be kind of a nasty game on the road. We'll talk a little bit more about that game in a moment. But we do want to extend our thoughts and prayers to everyone affected in North Carolina. Hurricane Florence's path. We got a little bit late of a start today as I was talking to my son who happens to be in Jacksonville. North Carolina has been waiting through the storm and still without power and running water. He does have some generators, but been some heavy rains and strong winds, some damage there. But fortunately, looks like he's on the safe side of things. But I know that there's a lot of parts down there in Florence, North Carolina, that it's just been total destruction down there. So our thoughts and prayers. And if you're listening, hopefully you get a little pick-me-up talking NFL. Joining us now, though, is ed-kracz, official NFL contributor to The Balance, a beat writer for the Eagle, who you can now find his work on Sports Exchange. Can be found at www.bellmaven.io/Eagles. And Ed, if I mess that up, I do apologize. It's going to take some getting used to, but I'll get it done. Congratulations on the new gig, sir.
Thanks a lot, Tom. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to for me too. But yeah, I do appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, at least you're still writing for the Eagles here. So let's start talking a little bit about the NFL. Obviously, we can start with the Eagles, if you will. And it looks like that Nick Foles is going to get the start again in week number 2. I'm seeing Carson Wentz's fantasy football value drop. I don't know if that's a sign of anything, but talk with us a little bit about the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, you guys, I am so sorry I lost your schedule. Right, you had it right here in front of my face. Okay, you have the Buccaneers tomorrow, and certainly they're without their quarterback, Jameis Winston, as well. So both teams playing with a backup quarterback situation. Nick Foles proved that he could win a Super Bowl, so I think a lot of confidence that the Eagles do have in Nick Foles. But talk with us a little bit about what's going on in Eagles camp as you get ready for week number 3 against the Buccaneers.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the 2 backup quarterbacks. Neither one skipped the beat last week. Although Nick Foles did not play particularly well against the Falcons in the Thursday night game, but the Eagles got the win anyway. And meanwhile, Fitzpatrick looked like Dan Marino or somebody out there throwing the ball all over that Saints defense. And I guess if you're Jameis Winston, who's on that 3-game suspension, you're probably sitting there wondering if you're going to have a job if things continue this way with Fitzpatrick. I don't know if they will. I know, there's a stat out there with Fitzpatrick that, he's been in the league now for, forever. In fact, this is the 6th different time he'll play the Eagles, and it's with the 6th different team. So that just shows you how well-traveled this guy is. But, he's a very capable backup guy, but coming out of a victory, he's 2-10 in his career, coming off a game that he won the week before. So that's kind of a stat in the Eagles' favor. And on the Eagles side with Nick Foles, this shapes up to be the kind of game where he might be able to kind of play a lot better than he did against the Falcons. Tampa Bay is going to be without its 2 starting cornerbacks. Vernon Hargreaves was put on IR, and Brent Grimes still has not been able to get healthy since the season began with a groin injury. So I think they're going to start 2 rookies at corner against the Eagles, who are still without their top receiver, Alshon Jeffrey. But it's going to be a tall task for rookie corners to cover guys like Nelson Aguilar and, a veteran like Mike Wallace. This could be Nick Foles' final start. Word is that Carson Wentz was cleared for contact on Friday. I haven't been able to really confirm that. But if he was, that will give him this week to get ready to play your Indianapolis Colts next week in his first game back since that knee surgery last December.
Well, I hope so. I really do hope that they can get Carson Wentz back on the field, as we know very well here in Indianapolis what it's like to lose your starting quarterback. At the same time, and nothing against Jacoby Brissett, I would say that Nick Foles is a far better backup quarterback than Jacoby Brissett. And, again, there is rumors that, that Carson Wentz could lose his starting job. I mean, are there any rumblings about that, or do you think that they're solidly rooted in with Carson Wentz?
Oh my goodness, I don't know where those rumors are coming from, but that's the furthest thing.
Social media, they know. Social media knows everything. You know that.
Yeah. No, well, they don't know anything in this case because this job is Carson Wentz's. Cut and dried. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. When he's ready to come back, Nick Foles is back to the bench.
Well, and Nick Foles is a great backup quarterback. So talk with us a little bit about, I know there were some transactions. You lost your one of your wide receivers. Just talk with us a little bit about the injury report and things to look for as an Eagles fan, things you're working on for this game coming up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, Darren Sproles, he won't play on Sunday. He's got a hamstring injury that he suffered during practice in the week. And, some people might think, well, that's a big blow to their offense. But, they didn't have Sproles for most of last year either. And they went on to win a Super